Hello guys, this is your boy Ali Solanki and today we'll be talking about why I left NIT. Okay, hold up. Don't judge me right away. Hear me out first. So let me begin by sharing my journey with you all. Like most of you, I come from an Indian middle class family. My journey for the IITs and the NITs started way back in 8th grade. At that time, I joined PACE, which is one of the most prestigious coaching institutes in India, especially for the JEE entrance test. When I joined PACE, I was in the state board. On the first day itself, our teachers told us that students from the ICSE background had the most advantage as their curriculum was quite advanced. And I realized this quite soon. But back then, I was a quick learner and soon was at par with my classmates. This helped me a lot, especially for my school. I had completed the 10th standard physics, chemistry, maths portion while I was still in 8th grade. So back in school, I never really attended any lectures, and school for me was only about having fun and developing myself. It helped me a lot in building myself in other spheres of life. I used to participate in almost everything, be it debates, dance, sports, and any other activity I could get my hands on. The coaching institute gave me the freedom to try out new things in my school life. I scored about 92.8% in my board exams, and trust me, I didn't even remember these marks and had to bring out the mark sheet for that. However, for me, board exam marks never really mattered because I had already gotten admission in my preferred junior college way before the results were even out. And so began my junior college journey. I'm glad to have found so many of my close friends at PACE. Even at PACE, as my junior college, it was pretty chill because I was there since my 8th grade. Studies never really bothered me. However, it was in the second year of my junior college that things started to get a bit serious. Everyone was getting quite competitive and we were studying for more than 8 hours per day. Now, this is when I got a bit suspicious about my chances of getting into the IITs or the NITs. So, like many of my friends, I started to dig into its reality. I will be expanding on this on some other video, but I soon lost interest in it. The rewards just weren't worth the efforts. Soon the day came and we were all giving our JEE entrance test. I got a rank of about 30,000 in my JEE mains examination, and through that I secured a seat in the electronics branch of NIT Srinagar. Let's talk about NIT Srinagar for now. The campus of NIT Srinagar is one of the most beautiful campuses in the whole of India. And yeah, this is the Dal Lake. So it was one of the most beautiful campuses I'd ever seen. Now Srinagar was quite peaceful when we landed there. However, right after I took admission, the abrogation of 370 took place and the whole valley was evacuated in one single night. We had to leave our luggage behind because we didn't have time to take everything with us. So I came back to Mumbai the next day, leaving half of my luggage back in Srinagar with some of the locals over there. Curfews and lockdowns were a common sight in Srinagar, and that's why the campuses were also quite self-sufficient. However, this was the first time that a total evacuation was taking place there. We were rest assured that NITs will open up in about a month and we'll be back on track. And yes, it did start again after around 2 months. But let's get back to the story. I landed in Mumbai and I was quite happy to see my friends and family members back again. Now, I don't know why I did this, but I casually checked my allocations based on MHCT. Now, MHCT is the common entrance examination for the private colleges in Maharashtra. I had kept MHCT as my backup option, so I never really took it seriously. I checked my allocations and saw that I had gotten my preferred branch, that is computer science. However, the admission rounds were ending the next day. Now, computer science is the branch which is closest to programming and coding, which I love doing. I had planned to pursue it even in the NITs while studying for electronics. Now, you might ask, why had I selected electronics if I wanted to do computer science? Well, the answer is simple. It's the exact reason why most of us get into the IITs or the NITs, choosing a branch that they don't even want to pursue. The tag that comes along with it. The IITian tag, the NITian tag. Even if it's the worst of the IITs or the NITs, we just want to be associated with its name. Now, this made me question my decision. I now started a deep dive into comparing what my life would be in Mumbai and in Srinagar. There were many reasons which compelled me to stay right back in Mumbai rather than to go in Srinagar. So yeah, I then took admission in the computer science branch of KJSCE, which is right in Mumbai. Let's understand why I took admission in a private college than go to an NIT. First off, as I said, I was getting the preferred branch, that is computer science, right here in Mumbai. Also, I was a person who always believed in self-learning. However, that would be limited if I were in Srinagar because of the frequent lockdowns and electricity cuts. Trust me, apart from the major cities in India, there is a very big problem of electricity in most of the other parts of the nation. Oh, and for the people who think that I'm compromising on jobs and packages, here's what I have to tell you. You will see that the packages offered at any NITs or IITs are way higher than any of the private colleges. But the fact remains that the average package of these institutes is only higher because of a very few students who bag some exceptionally high packages. Now, these exceptionally high packages end up paying 1 to 2 lakhs per month only, even if the packages have been inflated to 60 to 70 lakhs. Now, I'll make a separate video of how the system actually works and why a 60 to 70 lakh package does not translate into dividing the 60 lakhs into 12 months and getting your per month salary. Most of the engineers are not hired based on the college degree, rather they are hired based on what skills they bring to the table. So by taking admission in a private college back here in Mumbai, I got an opportunity to enhance my skills. I was fortunate enough to be surrounded by people who had a similar mindset like me, and it really helped me pursue what I really like doing. And for me personally, one of the major reasons of taking admission back here in Mumbai was that I could build a base for my business much earlier than I thought was possible. So yeah, those were the reasons for me not going behind the tag, rather choosing to do what I really wanted to.